What is going on, guys? This is your man KleverThumbs, and I'm back with another Division 2 build video. Now today we're actually going to be talking about the exotic chest piece and the builds that I decided to run with it, as far as my system corruption build as well. So let's jump right into this. But before we do, if you guys are new to this channel, definitely smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys do know when I do some streams and when I upload content as well. But definitely stay tuned, and let's jump right into this build. So this is my system corruption build. This is the updated version. You guys didn't know I put out a system corruption build months ago, which is pretty outdated, and this is the updated version. You guys have been hearing, I've been kind of complaining, but I finally got this after 60 runs. It took me about 60 runs to finally get this, but only to come to realize that when you do have your PvP stats turned on, you don't get 80% bonus armor, you get 40% bonus armor whenever you or your allies' armor breaks. You know, everybody gets their armor accordingly, so I was pretty bummed out about that. Kind of made me not want to use this chest piece, but I didn't give up on it. So I decided to pair it up with the system corruption build. If you guys aren't familiar with system corruption, 2 pieces gives you 15% armor on kill, 3 pieces gives you 40% disrupt resistance and 40% pulse resistance, as well as the 4 piece for the gear set. You actually get unlimited, not unlimited, I would say infinite use ability of armor kits on a 20-second cooldown that grants 50% bonus armor and hides your nameplate for 5 seconds. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, when it hides your nameplate, that is pretty much the best thing that could probably make this build really good, because people think that just because you have one little, you know, white armor bar left, that they're gonna shred you. As soon as I pop this medkit, hides my nameplate, gives me my bonus armor, they have no idea I have bonus armor. Half the time, actually most of the time, people think I'm running a holographic distraction, because that actually hides your nameplate as well. But no, in this case, people are still trying to shred me for 5 full seconds, thinking that I don't have any armor left and they're gonna kill me before I kill them. But this is where the tables turn. I pop this medkit, I get 100% bonus armor, because if you're running the 4 piece with the backpack, you get 100% bonus armor, and they pretty much have to fight another 1.8 million plus whatever I have left over. But this is what makes this system corruption build really good, and after all that, they gotta break through my tardigrade chest piece. So whenever all that happens, they have to go through an additional 40% of my armor, and if I don't have a kill by then, it's gonna hurt, because this build actually gives you armor on kill. And I'm gonna explain it to you thoroughly right here. So let's get started. We're just gonna get started with the specializations here today. So I'm actually running the gunner specialization for a lot of reasons. For the medkit, let's just go with the medkit, the foam grenade, the banshee poles, and also for that extra armor on kill. This is probably the best route for me as far as the system corruption build, but my 2 main weapons are the pestilence. The pestilence is nothing too special, but if you have no reds and you're full tank, this pestilence will actually shine very greatly, because if you land 50 bullets, you deal 100% weapon damage, and as long as you keep shooting the same guy after he's fully debuffed, you can actually just reset his 10-second timer. Every single time that you shoot a bullet, he restarts back to his 10 seconds. So essentially, you can always have somebody on this debuff 100% weapon damage for 10 seconds. Once it gets to 9 seconds, if you shoot him again, he's going to go right back to 10 seconds. But not only that, but with the gunner, my pestilence, every 3rd reload, it's almost pretty instant, because I think every 3rd reload is 50% faster, if I'm not mistaken. So it actually helps out my pestilence a lot. And for my secondaries, this is just for doing a lot of burst damage. You guys can run whatever you want. The Marine Super 90 is my go-to. I just like to dump all 8 well, bullets into the same person if they're trying to pop a med kit or whatever the case may be after I have them fully debuffed with this. And my sidearm is actually just a regular D50. But let's get right started into this build. So the system corruption is pretty much what you want to run here with the tardigrade, as far as, you know, the combination and also the power behind it, because I'm going to be showing you a couple variants here towards the end. But let's get into it. 170k armor, which is for the core attribute, 19.1 repair skills, and 5.7 critical hit chance. You guys can have this however you want. I would like to have armor regen instead of repair skills. You guys can roll mod slots too. If you guys didn't know, you can roll mod slots. You can take that 5.7 critical hit chance and put incoming repairs there, in a perfect world. But I don't have that mask right now. But for the chest piece, I am running, like I said, the tardigrade. I like to switch between the tardigrade and intimidate Gila, which gives you 5% total armor, and it'll put me at 1.9 million. Intimidate is a really good talent. While you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. That is PvP as well. There's no modifier for it. It gives you the raw 35% amplified damage, which actually helps the build out a lot. Like I said, this is the way that I have it set up, but the tardigrade chest piece is really awesome as well for your teammates, especially if my teammates want to run super glass cannon builds. The glass cannon builds are really viable. Believe it or not, as long as you're pretty much tucked away, you can beam anybody, no problem. But we're actually talking about this right here, intimidate, and the tardigrade. Like I was saying, the tardigrade will help out my teammates with the glass cannon. So I bounce between those two, really. As far as that goes, I have max bonus armor for the core attribute. Sorry, not bonus armor, regular armor, 170k, 6.4 explosive resistance, max armor regen, and 18.4 incoming repairs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that incoming repairs affects all white armor, so that goes for armor on kill. So I have about 40% incoming repairs, which is really good because it's going to help my armor on kill. So like I said, chest piece, moving on to the holster, which is system corruption as well. 170k armor with pretty much 3000 armor regen. Pretty much trying to get armor regen on everything, because this build does not give you any white armor. The only white armor that you're gonna get is your little 15%, just for running the straight gear set. A little 15% is not a lot, but 25% is still pretty good, and that's what I have, 25%, because 10% from the gunner and the other 15% is from the 2Ps. So pretty much you want to have armor regen on this build, because you got to treat yourself. If you're not getting kills, then you should at least have some type of armor regen. That's just my opinion though. For a little bit of damage, I am running the contractor's gloves, which gives you 170k armor, 8% damage to armor, which is multiplicative, so 8% on top of the 35, which is what, 43%. So I have 43% multiplicative damage. And repair skills, I would like to have armor regen on there. That would be the best bet, but I don't. So moving on to the backpack. The backpack is what makes this the system corruption build. So pretty much increases Hackstep protocol bonus armor from 50% to 100. So I'm pretty much walking around with 3.6 million armor. On top of that, I'm gonna get 40% armor, which is almost half of 1.8. So I'm getting about what, 700,000 more armor once this armor goes and this tardigrade pops. If I don't have a kill by then, I'm done for, because the way I have this set up, it's pretty good. But like I said, this intimidate, just pop that medkit off rip. The thing about it is you do have to be within 10 meters, so it is kind of situational. That's why I bounce between the two. But as far as this goes, sometimes I like to put on the system corruption glove and go down to the Emperor's Guard, which, you know, is blue, that I rolled on there, and it's gonna give me more, pretty much a tankier armor regen. So as far as the stats go, this is the second version. I do have 36,000 armor regen, but I'm gonna show you exactly how it is. Where is it? Let's go back. My original stats, the critical hit chance is the same, and the critical hit damage is pretty much not anything spectacular. I only have 15 and 44. So what you guys want to see here are the goodies. I have 1.8 million armor, 446,000 armor on kill, which is pretty much like I said, 25%. If I get 4 kills, I'm back to full armor, no problem. My armor regen is only 17,000 armor regen, which is not too spectacular, but that's why I said you guys just need to mess around with it. I do like running Intimidate sometimes, and then, you know, you could take the System Corruption glove on, put it on, and, you know, go down to the Emperor's Guard and put max armor for the core attribute. And like I said, this is a little bit better, but you are missing just a slight little bit of damage, not too much. I do have almost 500,000 armor on kill, 36,000 armor regen. You guys can mess around with it however you want, but this is pretty much the way that I use it. If I'm not using it this way, all I'm doing is switching the chest piece to Gila, which is 1.9 million armor with this setup. But this is it pretty much. System Corruption is actually pretty good with the tardigrade chest piece, and if not, pair it up with Intimidate. But this is a really good build. I encourage you guys to try this a lot. It's really good. Like I said, it hides your nameplate, you get armor on kill, you're confusing people, disorient. Not only that, you have a defender drone, and you're pretty much doing damage on top of damage with the pestilence, which is not too bad. And if you know you have it set up like this, it's pretty fun to run. There are times when that medkit is needed and you just die because you have to wait the whole 20 seconds, but it's pretty fun build to run, in my opinion. This is the way I have it set up. I'm not saying this is the best build, but this is probably the best System Corruption build right here. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm actually going to show you my Running Man build updated. All I did was just literally switch my specialization to Gunner in order for me to use my Banshee poles. And that way I now use the tardigrade chest piece, and now I'm running a galvanized Gila backpack, which sits me at 2 million armor. And pretty much, let's put on the PvP stats, that way you guys see this. So 20% bonus armor from galvanized and 40% armor on break for the bonus armor. So I am giving my teammates 60% bonus armor of my 2 million. So if Grunzerker wants to run his glass cannon build that does 400k crits or 500k crits to players, whatever it was, I forgot. I think it was 500 if I'm not mistaken. With the glass cannon, this dude is melting. And if I have this, and you know I'm pulsing people, you can run the foam launcher, whatever you guys want. I decided to use the Banshee poles. That's the whole reason of switching specialization. But this build right here, it's the same exact pieces. If you guys didn't know, I'll drop the link down in the description. But this is my Running Man build. All I did was take off the fire holster because I don't need that. I would rather much run this right here, the tardigrade with galvanized. So if you guys didn't know, all you have to do is put a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to the enemy, and anybody within 20 meters that's an ally of your team will get 20% bonus armor. Pretty cool, and it happens, and it lasts pretty much for 10 seconds. But yeah, man, this is my updated Running Man build. If you guys do see me, I am running this variant as well. Don't get me wrong, I still have the other version right here. But definitely just pick and choose your poison, because this game is pretty much dying right now. But hopefully TU10 comes around and kicks things up, spices it up, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I will drop down some links down in the description below. So enjoy your day, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Defender drone detected.
Yep. I'll let him get close. No, I would say I need medkits, but I really don't. Stop toying with me, bro. Not a game.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Hold on, let me turn around with this intimidate. Come on, bro. Let's see what you got. Give me that armor.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
What do you say?
I got 2 guys on me. Give me the armor on kill, bro.
Rogue agent neutralized nearby. Agent down.
Nice, got the manhunt still alive, guys.
Rogue agent eliminated.
That dude's bleeding out to my pestilence severely.
Nearby rogue agent killed.
He has to pop a medkit. He's forced. My guy's gonna pop a medkit. Go ahead, dude.
Bad, bro.
What's going on,
Rogue
guys?
agent neutralized nearby.
That's so bad.
Agent down. Nearby rogue agent.
Where you going, bro? Where you going? Get back here. Give me that armor on kill.
Dog,
Yo, I'm still alive. Bro, it's so funny when they think they're gonna kill me and they don't. I'm coming up, coming, jumping up. No, I can't even. Wow, I lied. I ain't doing nothing. Let's end this, bro. No way, dude. I should have killed him. Gave me armor. Behind you, West. No, 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 West. No. Grunt.
Rogue agent killed.
Regroup, bro.
Rogue agent neutralized.
This guy's got a rifle. He's a rifle. There's 2 on you now.
Rogue agent
One behind you coming down the rope. Behind you, you can get him.
Contaminated gear detected. Agent killed.
Nice, dude. Nice. Grunt for the win. Yo, clutch.
Contaminated gear